When you picture a hospital, you might think of doctors, nurses, and high-tech equipment. But there's something even more essential: medical oxygen. Flowing silently through hospital walls, medical oxygen is the invisible lifeline for patients struggling to breathe. Unlike the air we breathe, which is about 21% oxygen, medical oxygen is purified to 90–95%, crucial for those whose lungs can't keep up. For patients with pneumonia, after surgery, or in critical care, this pure oxygen is the difference between life and death. The recent global health crisis showed us just how vital a steady oxygen supply is, as hospitals worldwide scrambled to secure enough for their patients. Medical oxygen isn't a luxury, it's a basic necessity for every ICU, neonatal ward, and operating room. In the past, hospitals relied on heavy cylinders that needed constant replacement. Now, many are turning to on-site oxygen plants, mini factories that produce a continuous supply of medical-grade oxygen. These plants are transforming hospital care, making oxygen more reliable and accessible. Understanding how these plants work is key to appreciating modern healthcare. In this video, we'll explore what hospital oxygen plants are, how they operate, and why they're essential for saving lives. Let's take a closer look at the technology behind the breath of life. Join us as we uncover the silent force powering modern medicine. So, what is an oxygen plant? Imagine a small factory on hospital grounds, working non-stop to produce pure, medical-grade oxygen. Instead of waiting for deliveries, the hospital makes its own oxygen by pulling in air, separating out the oxygen and piping it directly to patients. This self-sufficiency means doctors and nurses can always count on oxygen being available at the bedside. On-site plants eliminate the hassle of ordering, storing, and replacing heavy cylinders, especially vital for remote hospitals. Housed in secure, ventilated areas, these plants use advanced equipment, compressors, filters, tanks, and automated controls, to ensure safety and efficiency. The system constantly checks oxygen purity, guaranteeing it meets strict medical standards. With an oxygen plant, a hospital becomes a producer, not just a consumer, of this critical resource. This shift gives hospitals control over their supply chain, making them more resilient and cost-effective. It also means they're better prepared for emergencies and can provide higher quality care. The oxygen plant isn't just equipment, it's a strategic asset that strengthens the entire hospital. It's a cornerstone of modern medical resilience. Let's see how these plants actually make oxygen. The next section breaks down the technology. Hospitals have several options for producing their own oxygen, each with unique technology. The most common is the pressure swing adsorption, or PSA, plant, reliable, cost-effective, and scalable for any hospital size. PSA plants are the backbone of on-site oxygen generation worldwide. Another method, vacuum swing adsorption, VSA, is similar but used for larger high-volume needs. Cryogenic distillation is the industrial method, cooling air to separate gases at extremely low temperatures, producing very pure liquid oxygen. Cryogenic plants are massive and energy-intensive, usually run by suppliers who deliver oxygen to hospitals. Most hospitals, however, rely on PSA plants for their balance of performance, safety, and convenience. PSA technology doesn't require extreme temperatures or chemicals, just smart engineering. It's easy to maintain and can quickly adjust output to match patient demand. That's why PSA is the go-to choice for hospitals needing reliable, on-demand oxygen. Next, let's see how a PSA plant actually works. Here's a simple guide to the process. The pressure swing adsorption, PSA. Oxygen plant is ingenious yet straightforward. It's all about filtering air. The plant uses 2 tanks filled with zeolite, a material that traps nitrogen but lets oxygen pass through. An air compressor draws in outside air, which is cleaned and dried before entering the first tank. As air passes through, nitrogen sticks to the zeolite, while oxygen flows out as a concentrated gas. While one tank produces oxygen, the other releases trapped nitrogen by lowering the pressure, a process called swing. This cycle repeats, with the system automatically switching between tanks for continuous production. The purified oxygen is collected in a storage tank, ready to be piped throughout the hospital. The result, a steady, reliable flow of medical-grade oxygen, always on hand for patients. The PSA plant's efficiency and automation make it ideal for hospitals. It's a seamless system. Oxygen in, nitrogen out, patients safe. That's the science behind the Lifeline. Now let's follow the oxygen's journey from plant to patient. Where does it go next? Once produced, medical oxygen travels through a network of copper pipes to every corner of the hospital. These outlets in patient rooms, ICUs, and operating theaters are the final stop for the oxygen pipeline. In the ICU, critically ill patients rely on ventilators that deliver precise oxygen mixtures to support their lungs. In the operating room, anesthesiologists use oxygen to keep patients safe during surgery. After surgery, oxygen helps patients recover as anesthesia wears off. Emergency departments use it to stabilize patients with breathing difficulties, heart attacks, or trauma. In neonatal units, premature babies depend on oxygen to survive and grow. Even general wards use it for patients with lung diseases or pneumonia. The oxygen pipeline is a true hospital lifeline, connecting the plant to every patient in need. But why is having an on-site plant so critical? An on-site oxygen plant is more than convenient. It's a matter of survival. Hospitals relying on deliveries are vulnerable to delays, shortages, and disasters. During crises like pandemics, demand can spike, making external supplies unreliable. On-site plants guarantee a constant oxygen supply, no matter what's happening outside. While building a plant costs money up front, it saves hospitals in the long run by cutting delivery and rental fees. Producing their own oxygen lets hospitals invest more in staff and equipment. In emergencies, hospitals can ramp up production instantly, no waiting for extra cylinders. Direct control over oxygen quality means hospitals can monitor purity in real time, ensuring patient safety. This level of oversight is better than relying on outside suppliers. On-site plants make hospitals more resilient, cost-effective, and prepared for anything. They're a critical part of emergency readiness and patient care. But keeping these plants running takes expertise. Let's meet the people behind the scenes. Oxygen plants are complex machines, and biomedical engineers are their guardians. These experts install, maintain, and repair the entire oxygen system, ensuring a steady flow to patients. Regular checks, inspecting compressors, changing filters, testing zeolite, and calibrating sensors prevent breakdowns. When problems arise, engineers act fast to diagnose and fix issues, keeping the system running under pressure. They also help plan new installations and train hospital staff on safe oxygen use. Their behind-the-scenes work is vital for patient safety and hospital reliability. Without them, the Lifeline could fail. While on-site oxygen plants are life-saving, not every hospital can afford them, especially in low-income regions. High upfront costs and the need for reliable electricity are major barriers. Power outages mean hospitals must invest in backup generators, adding to expenses. Skilled technicians are also in short supply, making maintenance a challenge. Training local staff is as important as building the plant itself. Innovations are making plants smaller, more efficient, and easier to maintain. Turnkey solutions, where companies handle installation and service, are helping bridge the gap. Achieving oxygen equity requires global investment in infrastructure, training, and technology. Reliable oxygen is the foundation of safe healthcare for all. From the air we breathe to the pure oxygen sustaining hospital patients, this simple gas is a pillar of modern medicine. The hospital oxygen plant is a revolutionary technology, providing a constant, safe supply. PSA plants have become the practical solution for most hospitals, ensuring resilience and independence. Behind the scenes, biomedical engineers keep the system running, making them silent guardians of patient care. An oxygen plant is more than machinery. It's a symbol of a hospital's commitment to safety and excellence. As medicine advances, reliable oxygen remains a non-negotiable foundation. The steady hum of an oxygen plant is the sound of a hospital ready to heal and save lives. The breath of life, delivered with every turn of the valve.